Hi guys! In this video today I will be showing you my process of making a leather martingale collar for my greyhound Noodle. For this project I used veggie tanned leather so that I could etch it, but if you didn't want to do that you could probably just use any leather you have. So firstly I worked out the thickness that I wanted the main bit of the collar to be. I ended up making it 5 centimeters wide. As for the length, I wanted it to be 28 centimeters long when it was done, so I allowed 4 extra centimeters each side to attach the tri-ring buckles later on. As for the front loopy bit of the martingale collar, I wanted it to be a bit narrower, so I cut that to 2.5 centimeters wide. For the length, I cut it to 27 centimeters to allow me to have 5 centimeters overlap on each side to attach it together with rivets later on. Next, I drew up the pattern I wanted to etch onto it. Then I inverted the image and printed it out. I then covered it in graphite so I could transfer it onto the leather part easily. But then I realized that I should probably cut it into shape before doing that. So I measured out the fold as well as curving it to make it look pretty. Then I cut it out. With that all out of the way, I could then put the pattern on the collar. Then for the fun bit of etching the pattern into the collar. I did this by wetting the leather and then just using various metal tools that I had at my disposal. But if you own leathercraft tools, I would definitely recommend using those. But if like me you don't, you can really make anything work. Just be careful to only push the leather down and not to scratch it. This part took a while. Quite a while. Next, I haphazardly scraped away at the joining edges of the collar with a Stanley knife to make it thinner, as once again I do not own the proper tools, but if there's a will, there's a way. Though if I were to do this again, I would definitely buy a leather thinning skiver, because this was not a very effective method of doing this at all. Then for the funnest bit of all, dyeing the leather. At first I couldn't decide whether to colour it blue or mahogany. So I ended up just deciding on both. Blue for the inside and mahogany on the outside. The next step was gluing the collar together, which I forgot to film, but I just used some PVA type glue that I had lying around, as I was going to get riveted together later on anyway. I attached the 2 tri-rings to the thick and thin straps, joining them together, officially making it a martingale collar. And I put the D ring at the front center where the thin strap closes and overlaps together. Then I got all the rivets that I would be needing out and used a leather hole punch to put holes in all the spots that I wanted rivets. So 2 on each side of the thick band where the leather folded into the tri-ring to make it stronger, and then 4 on each side of the D-ring on the thin strap, once again for strength but also for decoration. As I imagine functionally you'd only need 2 on each side, but I thought 4 looked cool. Then I just whacked those rivets in, making sure that they're nice and secure. Then finally, the collar was complete. But since I'm absolutely awful at actually posting any of the work I do within a reasonable time frame, here is the collar just a little over a year later. I think it's aging beautifully and I'm still super stoked with it. Thanks for watching!